I got tired of the Zenith world, so let's continue this. I'm in a good mood today because I was at a birthday party and I brought all the board games. One correction from the previous video. You can't actually use replica demon altars or crimson altars as crafting stations. They are purely decorative. I thought otherwise. Speaking of the crimson, I forgot to smash 2 crimson hearts, but now I have. And it's actually been a little bit, so let me see if I can remember what I got. Ah, right, I got the crimson rod, which inspires me to increase my maximum mana, and I also got the first light pet, the crimson heart. So now even if I don't have shine potions, there'll be this red glow next to me emanating from this thing. It's not important, but it's nice, I guess. If you get a light pet, there's no reason not to equip it. I did another fishing quest. In the process, I got 2 wooden crates, which contain some, mana potions, an aglet, and that's it. I won't need mana potions at all. Although I guess it's worth showing off that if you drink a mana potion, it gives you mana sickness, and I believe it stacks, because there's no restriction on how many, mana potions you can use. But you see that cut my damage in half from spamming them that much. There used to be no penalty, meaning that using, similarly to how healing potions had no cooldown, mana potions not having any penalty was ridiculous. What were my actual spoils from fishing? Oh, I left them in the angler's chest, that's right. I decided to store everything I fish up here, so I got some crate potions, which make it more likely that you'll get those crates from fishing anywhere. Bunch of fish here. These fish function as sticky bombs, but I don't need them. I have a ton of gel and bombs. And I got a little bit of weak bait. I'll continue fishing off camera. It's boring. Although, because I was fishing where the water pool was not big enough, I was getting trash items, including that can in there. And this can, which I think is another crossover thing, Stardew Valley, I think. I'm not sure if that's correct. I've only played the smallest possible amount of that, but since I was looking for the achievements, apparently this is one of them. I'll be doing that for the first time. I'm just not entirely sure how it works. Do I just sell it to her? Or... I have no idea, but apparently... Maybe I can do a little more research on that and do it later. But you do have to fish where there's trash. I feel like the interaction should have been obvious. Whatever. Now for the most important stuff. A lot of these items I favorited. Oh yeah, I found a second lucky clover. I have no idea if it sells well or... kind of. I don't really need more than one, but I guess it's nice that they don't clog up your inventory. So, first thing I want to get... I guess now I have 2 aglets to work with, but... Spectre boots... Actually, I can just, right-click the crafting station. Spectre boots, anklet of the wind, aglet, lightning boots. And I found ice skates, so I don't know actually if it'll be more expensive to change the modifier on Frostspark boots, But what the hell? And now I have an empty accessory slot that I'm not entirely sure what I want to put in there. The brain is definitely staying on. Do not unequip your brain. Many people do that when they get on the internet. Oh, ain't that the truth? I guess a band of regen is okay. I'm just not sure. Actually, soon enough I should get an accessory that makes more sense than that. I am not going to need a second aglet, but I'll store it in there anyway. Out of all of these, what do I replace with? I guess the harpoon. The harpoon is fine. I just don't think the bleeding is gonna keep up that well. I think I'm fine when it comes to crowd control. And right, another upgrade I wanted to get is the Snapthorn. I've been using this in the Zenith world because I decided that I'd be a summoner there as well. It's good practice for this playthrough, perhaps. Oh, there's an idea. You know what? I'll equip Magiluminescence, which is a Don't Starve reference. I'll go back into the jungle, so I'll keep the Bezoar on. It increases movement speed and acceleration, and provides light. I think if you have Magiluminescence, maybe the shield is not quite so necessary, but I got a warding one. I'm not taking it off. Now, it does have one less damage, but it has one extra summon tag damage. It poisons enemies, and hitting an enemy increases your whip speed for a few seconds. So it's definitely better. I basically tested it on that other world. I still haven't found the third boomerang in the set, and I think at this rate I'm not really going to use it. But oh well. And last but not least, with this obsidian, I should be able to make that armor set. Assuming everything else is in order. Okay, what am I forgetting there? Silk, maybe? I don't seem to have a lot of silk, so... never mind, I did have some. Oh, I feel unprepared. I have tissue samples. Okay, guide, where are you? Oh, a Hellforge. Okay. That makes sense. Do I have enough for the mushroom staff at least? I'm not certain it's better than the vampire frogs, but I at least want to try it. Oh yeah, and I held on to the man-eater kite because I wanted to at least show this. You can fly a kite. There are a bunch of different kites with different designs. I think it's best to fly them during a windy day. Yeah, you can, if I put it in my hotbar. You can extend the string and reel it in with the left and right mouse buttons. It's just for fun as far as I'm aware. I actually had to play a mod that makes a kite a useful and important item for fighting a boss, actually. It's how you summon the boss. And that mod would be polarities. I need to get back to that. I've been too distracted with vanilla Terraria. Okay, if I need a Hellforge for that armor, then I'm going to have to do something very boring. Alternatively, I can just use the jungle to go to hell. But first, I'm questioning if I can handle a certain jungle boss as is. Maybe? Sort of depends on the buffs I have. Should be fine. There's one particular buff I don't look forward to farming. But it'll be fine. Oh, that's weird. I thought it would open the inventory. Alright, I cleared up all my notes. Okay, enough messing around. I don't remember what you get from the Dryad for doing the thing I failed to do. I was reading up about it, but I forgot the details. There's some chance it's something relevant to Summoner that I'm going to regret not having. But it'll be fine. Yeah, there's the attack speed buff. Oh. Okay, never mind. Kites actually do something useful. Movement, mining, and placement speed. Huh. Okay. Again, I assume they implemented something just for fun. And at some point they realize, wait, let's give you an actual incentive to do this. Fair enough then. I just never bothered with kites. They don't seem like something important. It's just another small thing to give you an edge, I suppose. I think I want to go all the way down where I found that beehive. Oh yeah, that right there is a tunnel I dug, so that's an example of the fact that jungle spores grow back. It's so they're renewable. I think it's for servers that have a lot of people on them. Stuff like that. Any circumstance in which resources being renewable would be nice. I'm sort of taking a break from Zenith because there are only so many ways one can get... Only so many times one can get blown up by dynamite before it's like, you know what? I just need to stop. Oh, I was looking for a nature's gift everywhere in the jungle as a mage in that one world. Such is luck. You're actively looking for something, it's nowhere to be seen. You couldn't care less about it. Would you like 5 copies of it? It's like the depth meter all over again. I guess I don't have to pay that much attention to the map until I start seeing lava. Oh wait, this is the spot. There's the beehive. Okay. You know, it's funny. An open area is probably the best place to fight jungle bosses, and yet it makes the hornets incredibly annoying. Because there's no terrain to block their projectiles, so you just get swarmed. Sort of like that. I'm surprised I saw that projectile. They're not imperceptible or anything, but it could definitely be better. Is that good enough? Maybe I can extend the platform over here. Ah. I believe back in the day, Cobalt armor was endgame mage armor. So this ancient cobalt set is called ancient for a reason. It's functionally identical to the jungle armor, which... Oh, well, there's the chest plate. What the heck? Luck, I suppose, is doing its thing. I think some minor buffs should be fine. I fought this boss before. It wasn't that bad at all. Although I can't remember if I over-prepared or not. No, I just used the gun. So I guess I could do the same thing here. Although since I went out of my way for the vampire frog staff, might as well use that. Oh, and now I remember that there was another little errand I wanted to run. I might be forgetting a third errand. Right, throw down a... Oh! That is not a friendly NPC, it's a rare enemy. I guess it's nice to see that, although it's not that important. That enemy is the only way to get a metal detector. Armored. And I'm actually considering wearing that because of the armored modifier. You can see here it points out treasure. I don't find it terribly useful. There's little that it points out that I can't spot myself. Okay, I meant to place a heart lantern and then dig into this beehive. Breaking these blocks will create honey and bees. Oh, and now that I'm... Did I remember to put a certain something in my inventory? In my piggy bank specifically? I did not, but what the heck? I have a potion of return, so I might as well show that off here. It's like a recall potion, except it leaves a portal that returns you to where you originally were before you used it. Oh, wait, was it in the... Yeah. Now I can make that thing that lets me murder NPCs. I guess I might as well leave excess critters in there. Now I can use the honey to make it. And I guess I'll keep it in my piggy bank or something. Now, just in case murdering a friendly character happens to be convenient at a given moment. Oh, I just remembered what the third errand I wanted to run is. Anyway, breaking this larva starts this boss fight. And I forgot to pick up my buffs. I'm very, very smart. No, that's not good. I think I kind of just have to fight it as is. It shoots stingers. It summons bees, which are very tiny little enemies. They're like destructible homing projectiles, I would say. And it charges you. Standard issue charging behavior. Maybe the gun would be a decent idea in tandem with the whip. This boss is particularly important for Summoner, so it seemed like a good idea. I sort of need the boss to stand still for my summons to do much of anything. That's probably the biggest problem. You know, on top of the drawback of making an arena. These enemy spawns are really irritating. At least I'm not taking too much damage. That spiked slime is... Why? Why are you here? Another thing mods do, because they have especially difficult bosses, some of them disable enemy spawning during a boss fight. And I can understand why. This is gonna take a while. Although I think I should be fine. Oh, I completely forgot to, first of all, increase my maximum mana. And second of all, that I could even use the Crimson Rod. Bit of a clumsy scatterbrain in this video. If I remember correctly, Queen Bee gains defense as she gets lower on life, which is an expert mode thing, and it kind of makes the other gun I could have if there was corruption in this world better, because it does more damage. More damage in a single hit, which I think should be more effective against defense. I think I can feel the effects of Magiluminescence. I haven't used it much. From what I can tell, it's really good in Don't Starve. Maybe I should play more Don't Starve someday. The survival aspect of it is much more substantial than in this game or Minecraft, that's for sure. It might look like I'm halfway there, but I'm not, because it's only going to slow down from here on out. Yeah, Queen Bee also escalates the projectile fire rate and the charging speed and number of charges, I'm pretty sure. This is not the easiest thing in the world. I'm definitely used to having a musket. That's how I did this last time, when I was playing the same difficulty. Get out of here. Genuinely, spike jungle slimes might be a bigger threat than the boss. I just realized, is this new music? I heard something about them adding new music, which I guess is nice. But I've been so used to the same few boss themes that it's kind of strange. I think in the last few moments of this fight I'm gonna be struggling to stay alive. At least the bees can drop some hearts every now and again. At least I can make that skeleton go away. My summons are getting distracted by the ads as well. I could maybe get rid of the mini-map, it's not really doing me any favors. What a slog. Oh wait, is she immune to poison? I think she is. Should have figured. Oh, another freaking jungle slime. You can sort of use the terrain to hide from her projectiles. The hearts are good. I'll try not to grab them until I need them, just in case that makes a difference. I just remembered some prep work that I could have done off camera, but I might not even get around to that in this session, so it's alright. I need to write more stuff down. When I watch back one of these videos, I'm quick to write down some trivial little detail that doesn't even matter. But I need a to-do list. Yeah, look at the fire right now. It's actually getting somewhat stimulating, but it's almost over. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Now, is there anything else I want to do down here before I leave? I could just look for more treasure chests, I suppose. Yeah, why not? I would appreciate a certain item. Armored. I think that's definitely better. My damage is low anyway. I don't think 4% is gonna do much. It arguably doesn't do much later. Do I have Spelunker potions in here? Yes, I do. It's just a plain old gold chest. And this is leaving the jungle. I guess I would want to move further up. Maybe over here? I think I showed more than enough jungle exploration before. And digging would be boring. I think maybe I'll just run through potential tunnels that I could have missed. I think the main thing that isn't clearly visible without a Spelunker potion is the giant underground trees in the jungle. Like I said, they always have a treasure chest in them. I guess I could take my lantern back. It definitely did a lot there. Technically, I could be fishing a lot more because there's one more generically really good potion buff that requires a specific fish. It's a fish you get from fishing in caves. Well, now I want to go back. Actually, yeah, I can murder him. Yes. Finally, I can satisfy my bloodlust. I don't think I'm gonna find anything. Well, I don't remember if I found one, but there are these little jungle shrines. No, I don't think I found a single one. They have green torches in them, and I think they can contain a certain accessory that I wouldn't mind having access to. But it's fine. If I really need it so bad, I can look for it on my own time and not waste your time. So there's Queen Bee. So instead of the obsidian armor, which is going to take maybe a few more videos for me to get to, I'll open this treasure bag. And I don't remember how much beeswax I need, but let's see. 10... 12 and 8. So 30. Oh, man. Well, okay. I've never used the hive pack much. It affects bees from bee nades, and I guess this is technically a vanity item now, although it does serve a purpose. I'll just leave it in there. And there's also a magic weapon that shoots bees, and I think the hive pack upgrades both of those. Maybe like one or two other things. Oh yeah, like the beekeeper, which is actually a very decent sword, and it is a material, so I guess I'll keep it. I have no idea if I'll bother with that. I'm surprised I got 2/3 of that set without even going out of my way for it. I could eventually use the metal detector to make an accessory. I'm pretty sure bee nades can be reasonably good, but I'm a summoner. I'll stick to what I've decided on. The hive wand specifically consumes the hive blocks to place them. I won't really be messing with that, but it's another thing to just collect, I guess. So I think I'll probably fight Queen Bee one more time off camera, but right now I'll go do one of my errands. Where is the guide? There he is. And this is how I would go about fighting Queen Bee. Honey blocks, when water makes contact with honey, you get these. I found plenty of stingers, and yeah, that's just the way. I think this used to require obsidian. The idea being that the obsidian was the eyes of the item. You're like building a bee from scratch, I guess. But yeah, I'll do that, and next video I'll be able to get that whole bee set, which should give me way more max minions, which is good. I already have one on me, but I'll leave the other bezoar in here. The red husk just makes dye, and I don't need jungle grass seeds either. And I'm not a mage, but I'll hold on to this. You never know. I might want to plunder this for another world when I don't feel like farming for it. I guess it's sort of like an ARPG in that way, where you find something while playing one class that's only good if you're playing another, and you just stash it for later. Like in Path of Exile or something. Although if I played Path of Exile seriously, I would probably be doing solo self-found, if you're familiar with that. Alright, the traveling merchant. Yeah. Murder. There he is. I could mess with the roller skates. Oh my god, is this a reference to what I think it is? I mentioned the Yogscast, and yup, that's a reference to them. What the hell happened with Shadow of Israfel, man? I feel like they could have concluded that. Okay, enough messing around. The reason I want to kill the traveling merchant is to get his hat, which is a vanity item that I will wear for the time being. But it serves a purpose, and I had to study about that. So it was kind of a thing. There are other items I could get from NPCs which are apparently really good, but I've never bothered using them. And I don't really want to start now. So about this NPC. This is part of a Dungeon Defenders 2 crossover. It's sort of a tower defense event, except it's very shallow. These rods summon towers, and you can't use them unless you're doing the event. And after beating the event, you can use them anywhere. So I'm definitely going to do that. Unfortunately, I didn't do some of the prep work, and I won't bore you with that. So for the time being, I'll take a Flame Burst and a Lightning Aura, because I think they're the best. There's some room to argue, and I haven't messed with the Explosive Trap much, if at all. And yeah, these cost Defender medals instead of gold. So I'll definitely do that event 2 or 3 times. I'll see how it plays out. Yeah. The whole problem with the event, as you'll see later, oh right, I need to actually buy the crystal stand to start the event, and I'll buy a bunch of Eternia crystals. Because right now the event is its easiest version, and as you progress through the game it gets harder, and these become more expensive. But you just sort of undermine that by buying a practically unlimited number of them now and not having to worry about it. So that's what I did. I have enough gold, I might as well... What the heck? I'm here. Let's see if I can get something decent. Is there anything else I would hold on to? Actually, I'm basically never going to remove the brain. So... And it is cheaper than the boots, yeah. I think it's because these boots are a very high item tier. That's what the color of the item name means. And modifiers increase or decrease the tier of the item. On top of that. Violent, nope. It's the exact same thing. Hey, there we go. That's ridiculously good. That's another thing that's, in terms of strategy, it's really good to get good modifiers on items that you know you're not going to take up. But if you're new to the game, you won't know which items are good. So you kind of need to have such a ridiculous number of hours to truly take advantage of that. So I'd love to do the tower defense event. The problem is it's best done on flat ground, and I need a completely flat area to have an edge. I think I'll do that here, but it's going to take a lot of terraforming, which is boring. So for now, I'll place that. I won't use it. I will stash everything else away in a chest next to it. Skyware, I guess. So that'll be on the back burner for now. The way I'm going to do this off camera is by tossing dirt bombs, which blow up, but instead of destroying tiles, they fill empty air with dirt. I'm getting a little distracted with the herb garden here. I just got rid of 2 without getting anything from them. It's fine. Okay. The errand. I found a glowing mushroom field, and that's a great place to do it. I only found 1. That's alright. While I'm down there, I can actually... I should have checked in with the witch doctor. I maybe could have bought some stuff from him. I definitely could have. I'll need more houses. So note to self, build some houses off camera as well. In addition to the Terraria crystal stand setup. Oh, another thing about the Zenith Seed. Statues like this one spawn enemies when they're wired and triggered. I think this one would spawn a Medusa. Yes, she can turn you to stone, obviously. But there are enemies from the second half of the game that can be spawned by statues within the first half, and the Zenith Seed has those wired up as traps, which is really nasty. I'll be underground, and then there are a bunch of harpies, which we saw harpies up in the sky, but that's just one example. Like, why would there be a dozen harpies in the underground? Because another enemy is jumping around on a button to spawn them. Just barely off screen. Okay. I think I'll do it here. Oh, I could actually repair these two. These 2 rooms as housing down here. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, because there is a pylon for the glowing mushroom field. That might be nice. Is there a crafting table here? No. So I'm gonna have to do that. This is gonna look really weird and ugly, which is part of the point. I need to place a bunch of back wall here. I could maybe use the back wall in the house itself, but this will be more compact anyway. At least in theory. This is related to the luck mechanic, what I'm doing here. I'll need more torches. So if I cover this entire back wall with torches, something will happen. Yes, seriously. Remember what I said? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't, but I said that the devs didn't want you to place so many torches next to each other because it looks bad. Well, If you do, this happens. All of those torches will fly at me as projectiles, and I need to just survive this. Wait, there's new music for this? I wasn't expecting to hear shredding guitars during this. Okay. It's very simple streaming. If you know anything about shoot-em-ups, this won't be a problem. The only real problem is momentum and inertia. I think that's actually a very good example of why I don't like momentum and inertia. Even something so simple becomes a pain. And I just got the Torch God's favor. In the interest of that event not happening again by accident, I'm gonna get rid of some of these torches, but I'll break all of these walls and repair this housing off camera, like I said. So this thing, consumable, unlocks an ability to toggle to the left of the inventory. When enabled, normal torches change according to your biome, which lets you take full advantage of torch luck without cluttering your inventory. I believe the Torch God was added after the backlash of torch luck just reducing your drop rates by default unless you inconvenience yourself. And I think this is a much better idea. And it's also really funny. And now they added that music to it, and yeah, I like that. As long as I'm here, I might as well try to get seeds to make that summon, because I'm pretty sure I could do at least that. If it turns out that that summon would have been much better to fight Queen Bee with, I'm going to feel very stupid, which I feel like that's going to be the case. I don't remember how many mushroom grass seeds I got last time I visited. I'll just cut all the mushrooms. I'm fairly certain that almost any mushroom can give you mushroom grass seeds. This is definitely an errand, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. But I do think you need a lot of mushrooms, as well as the seeds for that new summon item. I've never used it before, so this will be a first. It was added in this update. I think that should be good. Oh, I can put this in my piggy bank. Could be useful. And now I can trash any torches that are not the regular kind. Oh yeah, before I forget again, increase my max mana, damn it. There we go. At some point when I gather enough stars, because that's as much max mana as you can get baseline, I might turn all my worms into enchanted night crawlers so I can do fishing off camera. If I feel the need. I was only holding on to the stars because I was questioning what I would do with them. If I wanted the max mana or not. But I do. So, this thing creates a cloud that rains down, and these are piercing magic damage projectiles. You could only have one cloud at a time. It's nice. I think technically any class can benefit from it. So I'll keep it on hand until I find something similar later. So, what else? What else? There must be some other thing I could do. The old one's army would have been a nice thing to end this on, but there's another thing I would want to do, but that would be... oh, wait. Wait. The summon item. Mushroom staff. Oh, it was 300 glowing mushrooms. Okay. I'm glad I got a lot. And I only had one mushroom grass seeds here. So what are you guys like? Interesting sound effect. Mushroom boy, spelled like that. I have to say, it feels like Relogic are behind the times. Like they're following trends, but they only check what trends are every few years. I don't know, maybe they're doing it on purpose. They find it funny because it's outdated. I don't know. I do like their sprites, at least. Maybe I should go into a biome just to see. Like, for instance, I will be fighting Queen Bee again, so I might as well go into the jungle one more time. They're pretty similar to the vampire frogs. I think I would replace either with... Well, to be fair, you just need a glowing mushroom field and a material from the evil boss. They are kind of quick, at least. They seem to stay on top of their target. Oh, what was that? Do they have some kind of special ability? It doesn't say anything about it. Does it inflict a debuff, or was it an AoE explosion? What was that? Well, anyway, I think I need to do a lot of boring prep work, and then I'll continue recording. So that's all for now. I'm off to kill Queen Bee again, and other stuff. Thank you for watching.